What's up, everybody? I'm Ali Burns from Picks Parlays, and we are rocking some NFL Total Chaos. It's week 2, September the 18th. I'm excited about this one. We've got last week's champion, Lenny Wenson. Oh, Lenny, the Panda Wenson, coming in hot. You took down Terry Edelman, you and the Panda. It was a dual effort. Your record's 19 and 21 now. How you feeling about being back on the Chaos?
I mean, I like being on top, but I feel I'm not comfortable with this matchup. I'm just going to tell you right now, it's going to be a dogfight here with me and my arch nemesis, Mr. Higgs. But I don't plan on giving up the belt, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you right now, I'm not going out without a fight. Brought the chain out, brought all my dollar store props out for this one. So let's go.
I love it. I love it. Sean Higgs, I said, Lenny, can you do Chaos today? This is live on the Morning Wood Show at 1 p.m. Eastern every Monday through Friday.
Yeah, like I could say no.
I asked him, I'm like, so you want to do NFL Chaos today? You got to defend your crown. He's like, yeah, I'm in. I'm like, it's against Higgs. And he goes, oh, I'm washing my hair. I'll be washing my hair today, actually.
See how dirty my hair is? Ridiculous. It needs washed.
Higgs, you're 71, 72, and 2. And I have a feeling you don't need to go wash your hair today. How you feel about being back?
That's it. Yeah, I kind of just air dry my brows here. My beaver brows. Yeah. I'm feeling good. You know, NFL at 2-0 my totals opening weekend. So
good.
I think we'll be all right here with the other. And these games I kind of all got good, strong leans on. I kind of think we're going to go 5-0 today. So
beautiful. You were 3-2. You and Tim Earl tied last week. You were both 3-2. So no winner, no loser. I mean, whoever took those 3 picks, y'all were winners. So there's that. If you guys at home have not seen the show before, here's how it works. I'm going to go over 5 NFL games that happened this Sunday. These 2 experts are going to tell me if they go over or under the total, and then whoever gets the most correct becomes the champion. They get the belt, the necklace, the crown, all these things, a high five, and bragging rights. But before we get started, everybody like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. That's very important. And also, please check out our sponsor, Caesar Sportsbook. Download the app onto your phone. Use this promo code MORNINGFUL. The Caesars promo is simple. You're a new account. You log on with the promo code. They give you up to $1,250 in a risk-free first bet, and 1,000 reward credits, and 1,000 tier credits. So it's a big, giant, juicy deal of value. Get in where you fit in with Caesars. You can also just check out the description of this video and click on the link. That's sometimes the easy way. Okay, Lenny, you were a champion last week, so you are going to go first. Are you ready for this?
No.
NFL. Let's go. Let's go. All right. See, and if you guys have any side bets that you're into or any team totals, any extra, little nuggets of free picks that we could give out to our viewers, let's definitely do that too. We're going to start with the Seahawks and the 49ers. 40.5 is the total. What do you got, Lenny?
I'm going under right out of the gate here. It looks like bad weather in Santa Clara. Possibly for this game. I don't want to say a repeat of last week, San Francisco-Chicago game, but it's going to be bad. It's going to be, I don't expect a lot out of San Francisco anyway. To be honest with you, I kind of like the Seahawks as far as the side goes, maybe even straight up. On the money line, I'm just saying, I like the Seahawks, maybe a little overreaction against Denver last week, possibly on my part. But I think this is a very similar game last week. Seattle wins 17-16, Bears 19-10. I don't see how either one of these teams get to 20. And I'm not a believer in Trey Lance at all. Give me the under. Give me the under all day.
All right, Higgs, how do you feel about this one?
I'm the same. Give me the under here. Listen, I faded Trey Lance. I said Bears outright last week. I said Seattle in the under. I was preaching that since July. Everything came to fruition. Yes, you have Geno Smith, and obviously Denver adjusted second half to that. So I'm expecting the same kind of run game, little passing. Still a division foe, right? Conference, whatever they are, rivals. And it's Trey Lance, who I got nothing to say. I like Garoppolo. How many times you had me on? I talk about Garoppolo and Shanahan. Forget under. It's going to be an ugly game. I don't even
like Garoppolo. I just like him better than Trey Lance.
Yeah,
it's not that I like Garoppolo, but
this is the first one to like 23 wins at 23-16, something low scoring. That's about it.
You like the Seahawks on the side, or are we not saying? I mean, sell premium plays. So.
Yeah, but you know what I got? I mean, it's tough to put it out. I got them at +10, and it's down to 8.5. You know, all my games have moved since opening numbers on Look Ahead Lines. If you watch Look Ahead Lines, you would have been in. You would have, you'd be like me at Cincinnati +2.5 and under 51, and it said now it's a favorite, and the total's 43. So I'm sure somebody brought that they'll be a little upset. They're going to come in and buy a weekend pass. Every one of my NFL games moved in.
That just means you're sharp. That's how that works.
Good out of the gate. But, yeah, I still like Seattle, even with the 8. I don't mind.
Yeah, I think it's too many points in what's going to be what I think is going to be a closer game. So 8.5 points in what I think could be like a 1, 2, 3 point game either way, whichever way you want to take it.
And the 8.5, it's basically you got to win by 10, right? I mean, what's a 9? What are they going, 9-0? You know, I mean, a 9 that's just a weird, you know what I'm saying? For me, it's a weird number. Yeah. It's obviously 3, 7s, 10s, like something, a regular kind of score.
Key numbers. Yeah, so, key numbers.
I don't like laying 10. Wouldn't want them laying 7. Why would I want them laying 8 or 9?
Not one bit. Okay, Bengals are at the Cowboys. 41.5 is the total. Cowboys are getting a touchdown at home on the side. Higgs, what do you think about this total? Over or under?
Under. I got it at 51, and I got it at 52.5 at another place too. So I was on this under. I'm still on this under. Dallas defense is a good defense to get pressure on the quarterback. The offense, as I said in preseason, no offensive line. The offensive line is atrocious. You have one NFL wide receiver, and your best running back is on the bench. Cincinnati has offensive line problems, so Dallas is going to get in there with Parsons and Lawrence. They'll get back there. Burrow looked like a deer in headlights, just getting mauled by a division team that's going to come out and play. But still, I'm not as high as everybody else is on the Cincy club. The offensive line, I know they love Chase. I'd rather have a lineman. Get your quarterback off his back. The guy's sacked last year. What did he get sacked 100 times last year or something? He sacked 5 times right out of the gate.
Coming off an injury.
Yeah.
Coming off a season-ending rookie year injury.
Seriously. Broke like Dingo's in his appendix burst. I mean,
he's dying on the field, literally.
Right. He's
Give me the under.
Sims right now.
Yeah, it's an under. Bad offensive lines, decent defenses. Dallas, hey, at 7 or 8 here, I like the Cowboys. I mean,
I do too. I think there's going to be such a huge overreaction about the Bengals losing and the Cowboys losing Dak.
I had him last year in this spot against Minnesota. Nobody gave him a shot. Now this is a little different. You got a banged up offensive line and one wide receiver, so it's a little different, but still, I trust Cincy laying 8 on the road. 7? No. Under.
To play in too. All right, Lenny, what are your thoughts on this one?
I'm in the same car here. I'm taking the under. I just think the under's 5-1 to the under in the last 6 meetings with these two. The Bengals. Sean said it. I mean, he hit the nail on the head right there. I mean, both not great offensive lines. I don't trust anybody quarterbacking for the Dallas Cowboys. And Tony Pollard's the best guy in the backfield there on that team. The sooner they realize that, the better off they would be to put Zeke Elliott behind him instead of the other way around. And as far as Cincy goes, they had a bad week last week. I think they turned the corner and win this game and do all that. I don't like the 7 number as far as the side goes, but I love the under here. But I don't. Dallas, 31 other teams managed to score a touchdown last week. 31 other ones. Dallas, guess how many are in the league? 32. So there's one that didn't, and you're it, bro.
So and what you're saying is they're due. They're due.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe I'm defending the Cowboys right now. I'm from Houston.
And Dakota Rain
out a little bit.
Gets hurt, and you had your quarterback for the whole game, pretty much. I mean, he didn't get
hurt. Dakota Rain Prescott.
Dakota Rain Prescott. What's he doing?
Now on stage 4.
Right? So
Dakota Rain.
Yeah, I'm on the under here all day. I do lean. I mean, I think we've missed our line. I mean, I wish I would have not been as drunk on Sunday night as I was, because then I would have watched Higgs' show and caught that Bengals on the right line. But now we're way past that. We're about way past.
I said it out loud. Like I said it. I was like, we should all jump on the Bengals right now. Like that never happened. But hey, I thought it. Okay, I thought it. All right, Lenny, Texans and the Broncos. This is a 45. I feel like Russ had all the pressure in the world on him in his last game. I know that was the case. Now he's at home. He kind of gets a restart. This is a redo, and you're not playing the toughest team to ever play against in the world here at Mile High with your added advantage of altitude. So what do you think? Over or under this 45? I'm liking the Broncos. Can't say I'm going to lay 10, though.
I'm laying 10 with the Broncos, and I'm taking the over. And I think they could get past it. I'm telling you right now, I think they could throw a 30 spot on the Texans. I think Denver home opener, you paid all this money to get Russell Wilson, and then your dumbass kicks it on for 64 yards, whatever. Learn your lesson. We're going to move on from that. Let Russ cook. Just let him do his thing. I mean, that's why you paid him all this money. That's why you brought him here. And Houston is a perfect get-right spot for Denver. And Denver being at home, that altitude, Texans, I don't know what they're doing.
Don't come for
last
us.
Week against. I'm just saying,
don't come for us. Okay?
I know what they're doing. They're covering. That's what they've been doing.
Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, they tied last week against the Colts 10-10 or 20-20.
So we're undefeated, is what I just heard. The Houston Texans are undefeated this season. Are the Lions?
Hey, you spin it whatever way you want. Hey, we're 1-0 against the spread. I'm just saying. That's all we're looking at.
Ding dong. But you have a loss, and we don't.
I'm just saying.
Higgs, get in the middle of this.
I like Denver to take it away.
I'm on the over as well here, and this is as I just said. I think as much as I gloat and be like, "Oh, told you, Seattle under, easy winner, Seattle outright last week," that game could have got ugly in a hurry. Couple crazy fumbles, and then on the same token, they had like one big play, right? Who caught the big pass? He was literally an inch away from getting tackled, deflected, or going out of bounds. Who was that? Judy caught the ball or something?
Yeah. I think it was Judy.
Down the line, it was like a 6. So, I mean, the big play is there. And coming off that game, let's be honest, they're going to let him throw the ball all over the place. I'm not expecting fumbles at the goal line again. Maybe that's why, though. That's why they probably threw the ball and didn't let Beast Mode punch it in the Super Bowl. They knew interceptions happen. We don't want the guy to fumble. I saw someone say.
I think that's why they did. They went for the kick on 4th and 5. I know
here's the thing with
so highly disputed.
It's 4th and 5.
Give your shot.
How about you go for it? And if you don't get it, you know what? You got 3 timeouts, and you still get the ball back with a minute. And the way Seattle, all right. So Seattle, who did they run the ball 3 times and punt? Maybe you block it.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Go for it.
I'm more inclined to do that than let the clock take 35 seconds off the clock.
That was very poor clock.
Then take a timeout and then kick the second longest attempt in
real fast.
NFL.
So as much as I like the Texans, the points here, I don't know. Davis Mills on the road, he's still struggling a little bit. Still a youngster struggling on the road. But I expect him to put some points up. I expect Russ to put up a bunch of points. I mean, this is kind of a little low. I think this could get into the 50s because I agree with Lenny. I could see some Denver fireworks here, like something crazy like 44-17 or something. I expect the offense is talented. I like those guys. I like Sutton. I like Judy. I like the tight ends. I like the running back. I mean, there's a lot of weapons around them.
I think the Broncos are a very good pick this week. I really see a lot coming out of Russ and that team after what just happened to them. And I hate to say that about the Texans, and I never lay 10 points, so I won't do that. But I can't tell you they won't be in a teaser on Sunday. Broncos in a teaser. Promise you that. All right, Cardinals are at the Las Vegas Raiders. It's 51.5. Sean Higgs. This one was a tricky one for me. Over or under?
Yeah, this is like my toughest one for me here, but I'm gonna go over. Just the Raiders turnovers shot themselves in the foot, right? Didn't look too good there against the Chargers, but the Chargers there's a huge revenge spot for them, right? They had to come in and win. Chargers knocked them out of playoffs last year. You figured maybe they had that game circled a little extra oomph, but you needed some Raider bad luck there. You need some turnovers to get it done there. Would you 3 turnovers? That's going to cost you games and totals. And we saw Arizona get absolutely demolished at home. So I think the Chiefs offense, I think, is pretty good. And Andy Reid with prep time is going to exploit bad things. Now, what can we get out of the old New England coordinator here taking over your squad? I think the offense is pretty good. Your line's a little rusty. I don't know. I'm thinking I got a team like Arizona off of the humiliation. Raiders off an ugly game, so they want to play crisp. I think that just leads to two good offenses, points. Arizona needs points. We're gonna find out what Arizona is right now.
Yeah,
like if you're gonna not show up after a game like that, make it competitive. Give me a half a competitive football. If you're gonna come out and be down 20-3 at the half or 24-6 or something ridiculous, yeesh. Sure, you're gonna try to get some insurance policy going on that quarterback you're just paying. That's you're in trouble. I don't want to hear like, you got guys out. I mean, people get hurt. I mean,
everybody's got guys out. Yeah.
Yeah, you got Hopkins out, but you still got Brown. You still got guys to catch the ball over there.
There you have it. All right, Lenny, what do you got on this one?
I'm in the same car. I mean, I don't know.
Stop following me.
I went first. You're following me. Here's my thing with this game is Raiders home opener. You brought in Devontae Adams to make Carr better. I think there's a lot of talent around David Carr. He's probably the least talented as far as special weapons on that team behind Josh Jacobs, Darren Waller, Devontae Adams, all that. Just get your playmakers the ball. Arizona, I am not high on, but I can't believe you're as bad as you were last week against Kansas City. I think Kansas City in that game is just that much better than you. Yeah. So I expect each team to get into the 20s, higher 20s here. I really think somebody's going to score 30. So if that's the case, give me the over.
Yeah, the Cardinals just really look like they got punched in the mouth. Like they kind of started to pull it together in the fourth, but they just looked shocked at how good the Chiefs actually were against them.
I really feel like that was more of a Chiefs than an Arizona thing. So, I think the Chiefs heard all this talk about everybody else in their division and went, hey, hold on.
They won't be good. No Tyreek Hill.
No Tyreek Hill.
No Tyreek.
But I think, what
are we going to do?
Nailed it that we're going to know who Cardinals are this week. That was a different situation against a different kind of machine.
Yeah.
You're on the same kind of deal right now, Cardinals, Raiders, you're the same team pretty much. It is Devontae Adams' first game with his grandparents there, though. And as a Las Vegas Raider, it's his first game, in the home opener kind of deal. So there's those little angles that you can think about too. Bears are at the Packers. It's 41.5. Lenny, don't look at me like that. And what do you want? Over or under?
This was, besides the Texas Bronco game, to be honest with you, this was my hardest one. I think I like the Packers to just blow the Bears out. I'm not high on the Bears at all. But I'm going to go over the 41.5. This number's just a little too low. I'm talking like I thought it would be at 45. Somewhere's around there.
Saying Rodgers gets 5, like the prop on him is +5 touchdowns and stuff.
Well, his thing is, he owns Chicago and all that, blah, 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 whatever. But at the end of the day, hey, Green Bay, you only scored 7 points last week against Minnesota.
Yeah, which is only like a little bit better than the Cowboys did. So
yeah, I mean, so like barely here. So I gotta believe that Aaron Rodgers and those receiving core get a little bit better than they were last week against Minnesota. The Bears are just that bad. I really just need the Bears to get me like 14 points and this goes over. I really do think the Packers I think the Packers get to like 24, maybe 30. So, somewhere's like that. I was torn on this game, though. This was hard. Higgs, tell me why I'm wrong.
Yep, so I'm on the under here.
I knew it.
You can see it in those eyebrows. The eyebrows told the whole story.
I have over crossed out, under crossed out, and then I went back to over. That's where I'm at.
Wrong. No.
I'm like crossing and cross. I don't know what.
Again, and I hate saying like last week was such an easy week. Like that was like just laid out perfectly for games to work out good for me there. And it was a good, go 10-3. It's a good day. This Bears team is going to be bad. This is a bad team. Mm-hmm. Fields has who are their playmakers on that team? Who are they? I'm waiting.
I don't know.
All right,
Green Bay. Bad. I don't pay attention to bad teams. Come on.
As bad as Green Bay offense
Texans
looked,
and the Lions.
and I hate saying like you go back to last year they got beat up 2 on the road. And listen, you start slow. It's still Aaron Rodgers. Is he going to drop is it going to be 38 to 10 here? I don't know. Listen, do I think Green Bay wins by double digits? Yes, because I don't see how the Bears score. That's the problem. We saw the Green Bay defense hold a pretty explosive. I think the Vikings are going to be good offensively. I think they they're a really good team this year.
Yeah.
We saw that defense hold them to 20-something points, and you lose. You lose a bad game. It is what it is. Hi. If they did that to Cook, Jefferson, Thielen, Cousins, people make fun of Cousins all you want. The guy puts up numbers every year. What is Fields going to do here against this team? I mean, 10? I think 10's asking a lot. And I don't know if Green Bay is going to get to the 30s, 40s like they normally do here, like 35, not 33. This is a good spot for them, right? No preseason. Now you had a game under your belt there, a couple drop passes. You know, the one kid who dropped that one bomb, and he was right in his basket. He dropped it. Would have been 7-0 for Green Bay. Dropped the ball. First play is like a 60-yard touchdown pass. Dropped it. Yeah. Like Adams, not Devontae, the other Adams they have there.
Yeah.
So I think that's gone. You're home. They'll take care of business here. But give me the under because I don't see the Bears scoring it. 31-3, you know. Obviously, you get a little worried when Green Bay starts getting 30s. But if they get in the 30s, you know they're back. And the rumors of their demise have been greatly exaggerated, you know.
Right.
Well, Rodgers does start slow, but I don't think it's going to be too slow of a start against the Bears. So we'll see what happens here. All right, so we are going to do a recap on all 5 of these picks. But first, everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe. Ring that bell for notifications. And don't forget about the Caesars promo. Get hooked up with Caesars Sportsbook. Download that app onto your phone. Use this promo code right here, MorningFull. Or just check out the description of this video and click on the link. You're getting up to $1,250 in a risk-free first bet. That's what's up. And a bunch of bonus points too. Detroit Lenny, tell the people who you are and where they can find you and what you're all about and what's your sign, what's your favorite color.
I'm a Cancer. Not only to myself, but also society. Picks and Parlay. Find me all over there. Morningwood with this pretty little lady next to me. I'm sometimes in Sean Higgs's chat causing drama. I'm sometimes on a show called Game Time Decision. Power Hour, everywhere and anywhere. Picks and Parlays. Like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. You'll never miss any of our shows.
That's just it. It's just that easy. Also, check out the Picks and Parlays TikTok. There's lots of fun and lots of free picks over there as well. Sean Higgs from Winning Free Picks. What's your jam, man?
Yeah, there you go. Mr. Sean Higgs, Twitter. Find me every day, 12 noon Eastern, midday money, 7 days a week. Now, Saturday, obviously, college football, college basketball. We go a little early, so it's more 11:30 midday money. I don't know how we 11:30 money. Midday. I don't know how it changes. It's still midday money, but I know some people come in like, oh, you started already. Folks, there's games at 12. I got to be here at headtime. You know? Let's be honest. You people freak out about like a random 2 o'clock Cubs game on a Friday and early action during the day. Like I'm not going to miss out on a Saturday college basketball, college football where there's a half dozen, 10 games going off the board. I'll be there to help you. So.
Oh, it never fails. Like I'll wake up and my phone is blowing up. What do you think of the Cubs? What do you think of the Cubs? What do you think of the Cubs? I think the Cubs are probably playing an early game today. That's what I think.
Right.
You don't have to bet these games, people. You don't have to. Last night I had nothing. I had no Kansas City in the under. I'm like, I kind of like Kansas City. I put it in the chat just because people, what do you like? I kind of like Kansas City. They've pretty much taken care of business all the games versus them of late. You know, I mean, I didn't bet it.
I hate when they ask you for your pick and then you give it to them and then they tell you you're wrong. It's like, well, you already had a pick. Why do you need my pick? I didn't even share.
That's cool. I love when people do that.
You don't like my play. I don't care.
Look at French toast. Shut up. I do this for a living.
Especially if I'm not betting it. I'm not betting it. I don't care. I want you to win. I got no.
It's more of
we're not betting each other.
You can come in.
We're not betting each other. You know,
to say what their pick is.
And
that's what they want.
And that's the thing.
If I
yes, exactly. I confirm. I like that. Makes you feel better. Like, all right, I'm not crazy for liking this game or that game.
Right.
Yeah.
But on the same token, you don't have to bet everything. We could make arguments on every single game, and I throw a lot of games out. I got 20 games tomorrow in college football. I got another dozen on some college basketball time. I have 25 games. You can go to every game and pick a side. Like I like this for this reason. This doesn't mean you got to bet them. Doesn't mean you got to bet everything.
Nope. Sure does not. All right, let's do some recapping here. And if you're looking for Higgs premium plays, his best bets 5-0 in the Circa contest, people. That's what Higgs did. 5-0 in the Circa contest.
So 1 and 4 is coming because that's all I do is type that. I got 5-0 last week. Look at that. Look at that 10-3.
The Morning Woodies went 5-0 multiple times when we were in that contest. You can do it more than once, man. We have proven that. But find Sean Higgs over at picksandparlays.net for his premium plays, his best bets. You want to use that promo code NFL. It is going to save you 20% off whatever you are buying over at the site. All right, time for our recap. We got the Seahawks and the Niners at 40.5. They're both going under. They agree on 4 out of 5 games. So this should be, essentially we should all be rich by Monday, right? Perfect. Bengals, Cowboys, 41.5, both going under. Texans and the Broncos is a 45. They're both going over. Cardinals and the Raiders, 51.5. They're both going over. And the Bears at the Packers. Lenny's going over. Higgs is going under. Also, we dig on these Seahawks plus 8.5. That's probably our little best bet of the show there. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Like I always say, may the best capper win.